Hey, how's it going, friend? Juan Pablo here with 100% Finance. Now, on this channel, we like to give you the foundation towards financial freedom following the three pillars, which are personal finance, funding, and real estate investing. Now, today's video, we're going to discuss the topic of, hey, I got some money. What should I do with it? Should I invest in real estate or the stock market? Well, take a listen. Hey, so you might be asking yourself the question, I have some capital sitting in my savings account, but I want to put it to work. I'm just curious to know what would be the best asset to pour it into. That's a really great question because there's many different opportunities in which you can invest. I know today we're talking about real estate and the stock market, but it could be a business, it could be crypto. There's many different investment vehicles out there. But I'm just going to focus on real estate and the stock market, okay? Now, I'm biased because I'm a real estate investor. You probably are familiar with that if you're familiar with this channel. Now, being that I do have some biases, I will share first and foremost the cons towards investing in real estate and how it could be a pro towards stocks. The con, if you're investing in real estate, it may be a deterrent for you to deal with the management of it. Because I shared this before, the 3 T's that most people don't like real estate is based upon these 3 T's. Toilets, tenants, and tax. Toilets, they break, they need repair, that increase your operating costs, depletes your cash flow. Tenants, they may not pay, they may accidentally kick a hole in the wall or mistakenly pour cement down your toilet. Things like this happen. Right, they might do it accidentally or out of spite, based upon your management. And last, taxes. You buy a property, if the property values go up, you're like, yay, but guess what else goes up? Your property taxes. Your insurance payment can go up as well. Your utility bills, if you're responsible as the owner, they can increase as well. So many people find those 3 T's as deterrent for investing in real estate. So they tend to opt for buying stocks in which they can put their money in there and get a dividend without having to deal with those management issues. So now that we get that out the way, the cons, let's talk about the pros as to why real estate, in my opinion, is still preferred. Well, even though I shared all those cons, guess what? You don't have to deal with it. There's a position called property management, property manager, in which they're responsible for the day-to-day operations. That's similar to starting a business, and let's say you're not a big fan of, let's say, customer service. Let's say you're very dominant, you're a very direct person, you just enjoy the hunt, the kill, you love sales, so you're all about sales, sales, sales. But you can't be that way with customer support. You have to truly be an active listener and hear your customers' needs and provide them with value, a solution to their problems. You just can't be very gung-ho when doing customer support. So similarly, the same mindset correlates with investing in real estate. Meaning, sure, you might be gung-ho about acquiring more and more properties, but you still gotta make sure management is being handled, being taken care of. Because half of the battle is acquisition, the other half is management. But it's not to say you have to manage it. You can outsource it. So let's say you decide to outsource it. Let's get into the key benefits of real estate over stocks. And it's very short, sweet, this list. But one of the key benefits that I value, if you haven't guessed it already, control. What do you mean control? Well, if you own stocks, sure, you can do your research on the company. You can do your research on the CEO, as well as on the market, right? And let's say you're studious, you're very detail-oriented, and you see a trend where the stock value is concerned. So you might say, hey, well, based upon my research, I'm going to invest my hard-earned capital into the stock. But guess what? You don't control it, the CEO does. The shareholders do. So if that CEO, God forbid, does something unethical, immoral, or makes a bad business decision, right? He decided to go left instead of going right, or she decided to go up instead of going down, the stock can tank. And as a result of that stock tanking, the value of that stock decreases, and your dividends can also decrease as well, to the point it's a negative cash flow situation for you, or not so much of a good investment. Sure, when the market drops, that might be a good time to buy, but I'm just talking about the value of your stock can drop. But the same thing can happen in real estate, right? Where the values can drop as well. But in real estate, I will continue to hold a property if the value decreases, the market decreases. Why? Because when there's a economic downturn with real estate, there's more renters. Less people are buying homes. So when there's more renters, guess what? That means there's more demand. Economics, that's increasing rent. So you actually cash flow more money when you hold an existing property in your portfolio during an economic downturn. And plus, going back to control, outside of me being the CEO of my assets, I also like the fact that I can force the appreciation. So even if I outsource property management to a property management company, I'm still the asset manager, meaning I'm managing the asset and the property manager. And based upon my management style on a top level view, not an operator, but just top level, being the owner, I can force the appreciation, especially in multifamily, by taking a two-pronged approach, increasing the rents, the revenue, and decreasing the expenses, the operating costs. So when I do both of those methods simultaneously, do rent increases, try to cut down expenses, let's say utility bills if I'm responsible and so forth, then overall, I end up doing what's called the appreciation flywheel, and increasing the value of that asset, as well as increasing the cash flow of that asset. So control is a huge benefit. Now the second and last benefit is this, leverage. Sure, you can borrow money to buy a stock, maybe if you had a business credit card or what have you, but you can, and I'm sure you can agree, you can go into a lending institution, let's say a bank, and just say, hey, give me 80% of the money I need to buy this property. And they'll do it. Sure, they may require a credit check or some paperwork from you. They may want to verify your income just to make sure that you have global income to afford this asset, but they'll give you 80% of the money necessary to buy this asset. And you have to come up with a minuscule 20%. Try doing that with stocks. So there you have it, guys. Just to recap, the reason why I prefer real estate over stocks, control and leverage. Now, if you're interested in having more control over your financial freedom, then I have a free training for you. This training will help you acquire multifamily properties using little to none of your own capital. All you have to do is just check the link below in the description. Now check in below, in addition, I do want you to take a look at our comments and place a comment, because we like to keep our ears to the streets. And we understand that you might watch some of these videos and you might be curious, have additional questions. Hey, we'd love to help you. So just make sure you drop a comment below so that way we can help you along your journey. And while you're down there, you can comment, but you can also like and subscribe so that way we can help you along your journey towards financial freedom. All right, guys, so as always, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.